been singing all my life. Let me show you something. That's me. That one. And that one's my sister. And one of my first memories is my sister yelling to my dad when we were supposed to be sleeping. "Dad, I can't sleep if she keeps on singing." But I was just singing myself to sleep. And ever since then, singing has been my preferred method to stop thinking and to keep me away from boredom, or to relax and even to fight monsters. So every time I was home alone, I created this whole new universe. It was a place in my head where I could go to and be a major pop star. All of a sudden, I was Whitney Houston or Celine Dion, even before I knew what they were singing about. But that was me. I was free to sing whatever what was in my head, and I felt free because I could. But later on, when I grew up, this freely form of singing was increasingly put into a straitjacket. When you grow up, you learn more and more rules that restrict you in your experiences. And you see, when my mom, when she launched this youth choir, of course I wanted to join in. But it was that place where I learned how to behave during singing. We had to do like this, hold our booklet, and sometimes she did like this. And that meant that we had to smile. We had to smile during singing. And later on in school, I learned that singing was actually all about catching the right tones and the right notes and the right lyrics and rhythms. So the joy I experienced in singing started to crumble. Have you ever noticed that with growing up, you get constricted by rules? You'll see that with every job you do or with every diploma you obtain, with all the do's and don'ts you'll learn in your daily life, your focus shifts from what you really want and what you really need to what you're supposed to do. And that's what happened with my singing experience. But I didn't really notice what I was missing until I started talking about it with a friend of mine. And we started dreaming about a place where we could go to, where we could sing as free as if we were kids again, and where we wouldn't be bothered by what other people would think about us. And that's how the concept Aller Chanter was born. It's a place where you can go to, where you can meet other people, where you can forget about every single worry on your mind, just by singing together with hundreds of people who like to sing as well. So when you come to one of our sessions, you don't need to do anything but sing. You don't need to let us know if you're coming, or you don't need to be there in time. You don't need to be there every time. You don't need to registrate. You don't need to pay an entrance fee or a membership fee. You just come over. You do not even have to be a good singer. It's a very fun thing with hundreds of people. But you just come over and let the experience of singing together engulf you. And while you're in this experience, you'll forget about everything. You'll forget about the worries on your mind. You'll forget about the fatigues you're feeling. You're forgetting about your job. You're forgetting about being a mom or a dad, or you forget about everything. You're just singing here and now. But to get into the right singing mode, you'll get scared first. If I would ask you to sing with me out loud, all of our thoughts would start with the same two words, and these would be, "Oh, no." I guess you've heard these words in your mind when Niels asked you to sing with him. "Oh no, I'm gonna open up my mouth. I really do have the intention to sing the right things." And then double, "Oh no, my neighbor is gonna hear the sound that leaves my mouth." We all need to be a bit vulnerable if we want to sing together. But that's the beauty of this exposed feeling, is that we open up ourselves very easily and make new connections with the people surrounding us. And you'll experience this in the roughest way when you start to sing too early before everybody else does. You know this moment when you're ready, like, yes, it's now, and you do like, wah! And then everybody else is silent and you're on your own. But that's the moment that the people surrounding you will look at you, will give you this friendly nod. Maybe they'll smile at you. But they'll let you know, it's okay, you're okay. It's that moment that you leave your Instagram account and your Facebook profile behind. It's the moment you see yourself in perspective and that you see we've got so much in common here. We're in it together. And just out of the fact that we're equally vulnerable, we make these strong connections. The fact that we can connect so easily is actually the base of our concept. That's how that's what Annelore Camps does. We do not only remind you of your childhood. We do not only registrate some kind of things like youth sentiment and put our focus on that, but we also stir up the connections that are made there. Meanwhile, we've heard of the first marriage of two people who met on an Annelore Camps session. But for a lot of more people, this is the moment where you can connect again with new and old friends and with colleagues, even with family members. And that's what Annelore Camps does. We create places where people can forget about all the rules they've learned as an adult, where they can forget everything that's going on in their lives and just be here and now and sing together. And that's how we build communities in villages, in schools, in elderly homes, in companies, but also in event halls like this. So let me invite you to sing with me. I will ask you to stand up on your feet. Just make sure that you're comfortable, loosen up a bit. And this is Joep. This is one of our musicians, singing coaches. And we will sing a song that most of you will know. So everybody, we're going back to the steering wheel, or we're going back to maybe we'll go to the shower this time. You all grab your bottle of shampoo, and we're just gonna sing. And I know singing goes better if you move a bit, so loosen up. Yeah, okay. We're gonna sing one sentence. It's gonna be a bright, sing with me, bright, sunshiny day. Again, come on. It's gonna be a bright, bright, sunshiny day. You're the first group, you're the second. It's gonna be a bright, 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 sunshiny day. Do that again, let me hear you. It's gonna be a bright, 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 sunshiny day. The second bright is short. It's gonna be a bright, 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 sunshiny day. TEDxGhent, let me hear you. It's gonna be a... Okay, do you feel it? Yes. If you can do it like this, it's even better. Okay. Do you see clearly now that the rain is gone? Come on, do it together. I can see clearly now the rain is gone. You sound marvelous. Come on. I can see all obstacles in my way. Yee-hoo! Gone are the dark clouds that have me blind. Here we go. It's gonna be a sunshiny day. Do it again. It's gonna be a bright, 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 sunshiny day. Okay, let's go. Come on. I think I can Give it all. Come on. Look all around. There's nothing but blue skies. Follow the Muppet hand. Look straight ahead. Nothing but blue skies. We'll do that one again. To the bridge. Come on. Look all around. There's nothing but blue skies. Look straight ahead. Nothing but blue Okay, from the top, come on. I can see clear. You don't need me. Come on. I can see. Gone are the dark clouds that have me blind. It's gonna be a bright, 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 bright sunshiny day. Go on, Gent. It's gonna be a bright, bright, bright sunshiny day. It's gonna be a bright, 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 bright sunshiny day. Last time, come on. It's gonna be a bright, 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 bright. Yay! Very good. Thank you. Thank you so much. Okay, you can sit down. Thank you. Did you feel that? I did not need to do anything. You all did it yourself. I'm very curious if you made new connections with the people surrounding you, because at the beginning I heard that some people start to sing too quickly. So I'm curious what happened in the audience. Tell me all about it. You should know that 4 years ago, I dreamt of this place where I could go to and sing as freely as if I were a kid again, where I wasn't constricted by rules or things that I thought that needed to be there. But now I believe that singing can connect us all. In this diverse society, I believe that we need new, strong methods to connect with the people surrounding us that we don't know yet. And I truly hope that I stirred up your curiosity and that you take this experience with you. Do try this at home. Try this with your family. Try this with colleagues. Try this with the neighbors. Try it on the streets, on the bus. Do it everywhere and see what happens. And let me thank you for that. Thank you.